Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today what we're going to do is we're going to break out, they removed the chimney here, we're going to go ahead and break it out and lath it. What we have on this particular house is they did a ferro system. Now, ferro system removes the lead on a house and it's 100% green. What they've had to do in order to do the ferro system is they first had to set staging, scaffolding. Then they shrink wrapped some plastic over the whole thing. And they had HEPA vacuums in there, and the fellows who actually did the work, they looked like they were from Ghostbusters with Tyvek suits, respirators, the whole deal. It was a pretty intricate system, usually for commercial projects, but they did it on here. I believe it's crushed glass and steam and water, but you can find all that stuff out on Google or YouTube. Just hit in the ferro system, and that's what they did here. Our job today is to break out the chimney. I'm trying to break out right now and see how well it's working. These big chunks, we don't really want this. And so what I've just done now is to try to find out how well this is going to break out, because some stucco is hard. It would take me an hour to break this much. But this right here, I can see it's going pretty well. Where with the power of the tools here, it works a lot better. If I just use a hammer, what I do is I push this stucco into an already somewhat deteriorated paper. So muscle is not good. You need technology and skill rather than strength, muscle. You got to use the tools. Anyway, Jay and I are going to get started breaking all this out. You'll see it as we're doing it. Now notice, folks, I'm taking off these fur strips too, because the wire we're using today is self-burn, so I don't need all these fur strips. Okay guys, last thing before we put this together. In here, they expected a little bit of wood rot. You can only get so much out, but everything else is pretty good. I always keep some of this copper green in the truck. Nasty stuff, don't get it on you. It's kind of like Sikaflex caulking. Don't get that on you either. Anyhow, this side, just a little bit of fungus right here. Nothing that the copper green can't handle. This side, it's just pure perfection because we didn't have the utility box there. So this side couldn't ask for anything better. And lastly, at the very bottom here where the mud sill is, we got the mud sill here. So we got this polycan. The polycan goes, they had it like a Z-flash in it first. It came here and went down, but it looked kind of goofy that way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a bead of polyurethane caulking right here and lath it right up and take our stucco right down to it. A lot of ways to do it. That's just the way I'm going to do it. So next time you see it, we'll be probably done with the paper and wire. Okay guys, we are complete with the lath here. I'm going to point out a couple little minor details. I got a lot of caulking right here because this was close to the box, and we got our paper in real well. But you know, you can use too much caulking also. I use a lot of polyurethane caulkings for everything around the vent, around the perimeter of the bottom, the sides. If you use too much caulking, you mess up your keys, meaning the stucco goes in these grooves and it bonds. And I've seen it where we put too much caulking, then we get hairline cracks. So don't get too carried away with caulking. Job like this, 2 1/2, 2 tubes. Of course, we even do the tops. Of course, you got to be on your studs in order for it to not crack too. You got to have the amount of weight per square inch held with these staples. Anyway, my name is Kirk. I am with Kirk Giordano Plastering. I got both of my sons here helping me with this project today. We'll see you guys on the next one.